One of the questions we hear all the time from people is, should I buy trip insurance? And generally, our recommendation is yes. Even for our own personal trips with two young kids, when traveling, we always buy trip insurance. And here's the reason why. Hey guys, we're Ben and Carla, those travel parents, and we are parents of two who help families travel with less stress and more meaningful moments. Now, we were not always purchasers of trip insurance. When we did a lot of our own trips as just a couple and before we had kids, we didn't buy trip insurance. But as we've gotten older and we've seen more and more issues like cancellations, lost luggage, health issues while you're traveling, we wanted to make sure that we always had some sort of backup plan, and that generally came in the form of trip insurance. Now, trip insurance is going to cover things like trip cancellations or interruptions, medical care if you need it, if you get sick abroad, which I can't imagine not having medical care with two kids in tow if I'm on an international trip, and then things like lost luggage, flight delays, damage to equipment if you're flying with anything. And your trip insurance is going to be that backup that makes sure that if something does go wrong, that you have an avenue to get it resolved. Without that trip insurance, everything is going to be on you at your own expense and your own time and money to get it taken care of. Now, when do we recommend trip insurance? Well, it's really almost for every trip. Any trip over $1,000, especially when it comes to cruises, international travel, anytime that you're going to be abroad or anytime you're using some sort of transportation that's out of your control, like you're not driving, that's when we would absolutely tack trip insurance on. And generally, it's super affordable. In most cases, we're seeing it for anywhere between $50 and a few $100s tacked on to, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 trip. And it's going to make sure that you, again, have that backup plan in place in case something goes wrong. If you guys have any questions, leave us a message or a comment down below or shoot us a DM. We'd be happy to help you with your next trip plan. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.